What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Geeks Around Discussion Vidcast series. Of course, this one's all about Daredevil. Really excited to talk about these next group of episodes. These ones were a lot of fun. I'm your executive producer, DeAno Jackson, and we are going to be discussing, for this episodes 104...
5 and 6.
Yes, I can count, you fucker. In the Blood, yeah, In the Blood, World on Fire, and Condemned. Yeah, yeah, the names of them. Non-counting bastard. All right, so let's get to the rest of the panels. Like about these 3 episodes rather. Editor-in-Chief Matt Moore, what did you think of them?
I thought it was good. I thought it was nice that we finally get our true introduction to the main bad guy. And I really liked the main bad guy. They did some interesting things with him. And we see a lot of that in these episodes.
I agree. It's like Community Manager Knuckles Goldberg. Now it's like you're the interesting one out of these because last week when we were discussing the first 3 episodes, those were the only ones you had actually seen. Now at this point, you've seen the entire series, correct?
Yes, I've seen the whole show now.
All right, right on. So it's like, what did you think about this next set of episodes that we'll be discussing tonight?
I thought all 3 episodes were pretty strong. They all were centered around Wilson Fisk, and I really enjoyed them more than the first 3.
Knuckles, you can't say his name.
You can't say his name.
All right, Isaiah, how about you? What did you think of these ones?
Oh my god. I really wish we could talk about like the next episode after these 3 episodes because it was just this William Fisk, like you're saying he was a good character, you're saying he was the best bad guy in the show. It's so unjust because he was just so when he's on screen he ate up scenery time, which was again it was just so damn good. He was just amazing.
I have to agree with that. Last and most certainly not least, Lou Rod, what you think of these ones?
Door, Head, loved it.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's like in these episodes, we were finally introduced to the character of Wilson Fisk. His shadow had kind of been over everything that was been proceeding up to this point, but these are the first set of episodes where we actually started to see who Wilson Fisk was, and look, this character is so brilliantly played.
Oh god.
It's like we're gonna talk for a while just about that because this is a Wilson Fisk that I've never seen before. It's like we're used to Wilson Fisk from the comic books, and probably I think most of you all watching here would probably know Wilson Fisk the best from the animated Spider-Man TV show back on Fox in the 90s and such.
Yeah.
And that Wilson Fisk, of course, is being very stoic and big, and just this massive, powerful person. The Wilson Fisk that we see here is different. I mean, he does have some of the same traits, like the somewhat inability to control his anger.
He's very built too. He's not really fat though. He's all muscle. So we got that raw strength of his.
Yeah, but we're used to seeing him just kind of being more commanding. And this one, it's like you kind of see a sensitivity in Kingpin, and that's something that kind of happens throughout the show up until like the very last part of the finale, where he seems sort of hesitant, like he's not comfortable around people. He's very soft-spoken, which is something I could never thought I'd say about Kingpin.
Right.
Yeah, he's definitely someone who's not comfortable in his own skin at all.
Right. But at the same time, how his character becomes more and more confident, more self-certain, thanks to the people around him, he becomes more like the Kingpin that we know and love, and then some, because this Kingpin we actually related to and pretty much like even more than almost close to the hero, because the hero and the villain were pretty much the main course, and when we got Wilson Fisk playing so well, it's like, damn, I want to see more of this motherfucker. I want to see more with all his characters, all his scenes, because he's so damn good. The actor behind him is just that damn good.
And that's something that they show, especially in this very first, the 4th episode, is that they show kind of the vulnerability of that particular character, but it's not the only villain they show the vulnerability of. Because the villains of the story, at least at the beginning of the episode, are those Russian brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And they tell the story of these Russian brothers, how they came to the United States, and they showed how these brothers take care of each other and actually care for each other and watch each other's back, and they're super fucking tight. And so you see like how these people came to be who they are, how they came to be the villains that they are. At least to a small degree with the Russian guys, but to a large degree with the Kingpin storyline.
Yeah, which is a beautiful
I think in the future, maybe he's going to have something taken away from him that he couldn't afford to lose, and that's how he ends up becoming the Kingpin that we know and love from the comic books. But right now, this is a great. I love what they're doing.
Right. And really quickly, Kingpin was throwing out a lot of small Easter eggs by his own past. Even before the other episode came by, he called out Roletto. Well, I'm gonna say his one character's name wrong. Rosetto. Oh God. It was Kingpin who he was like King. He was.
You can't say the character's name if you don't know the character's name.
Was like, hey, look, it's a real character, okay? Kingpin was his bodyguard, and I can't tell you more because that's gonna be more spoilers.
You can't tell us more because you don't remember the fucking character's name.
I actually know who he's talking about now. Basically, the guy who Kingpin's father borrows money from.
Yes.
He's also mentioned in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. once.
Oh, damn.
You see him a couple times in the MCU. He's a minor crime boss there in New York. Kingpin's father borrows money from him for the fight, and then Kingpin ends up being his bodyguard. And yeah, I don't remember where he is right now, but
I know.
But yeah, we do see him in both Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and we see him in Daredevil.
And that means a lot too, because since we're getting a new take on Kingpin, we're getting more Easter eggs and pretty much more hints about his backstory, and pretty much more and more and more. Which I think does more justice for this character. It's like dropping Easter eggs and hints about who his character was in the past, and look at him now. So I really like that a lot.
Oh yeah, and one of the coolest things to me is like in between last week when we did our first show and this week, we got news that which should be no surprise given how epic Daredevil is, but Daredevil's officially picked up for a second season, premiering much sooner than even I had really hoped to. We should be seeing another season of Daredevil next year. So I'm very excited about that. Very happy.
Defenders.
Yeah, before Defenders, and I really didn't think that we would be seeing more of Daredevil until after all five. Right now, all five of the currently planned MCU shows are out on Netflix. Of course, the other ones being Jessica Jones, which we'll see a little bit later on this year, then Luke Cage and Iron Fist and the Defenders. I thought we'd see more Daredevil after that, and then I really didn't want to have to wait that long because this has just been such a fantastic show, and now I don't have to, and that makes me very happy.
Same here.
Yeah, but Kingpin really stole the show to me in that, the Kingpin that you're expecting, this big major badass. I mean, he is a badass. There's absolutely no question about that. But he has this sort of vulnerability to him that it's kind of hard not to, as Daredevil and Wilson Fisk storylines are separate. It's kind of hard not to root for the guy.
Right.
Especially after what he's been through and such. It is a little bit hard not to go. It's like, yeah, all right, man.
And
that out.
Right, and also we had a really great introduction of Vanessa within Kingpin's life, who in the comic books is his wife. And I was blown away how they put her in the show itself, but she was really amazing. I love watching this character. Those two characters combined, it wasn't boring. It wasn't like, oh god, to watch it. It was really good, strong writing too.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. I think they played off of each other well. The scenes with the men, with it slowing down the more of the action-oriented scenes, you would think that it would be kind of boring, but that's just really not the case because you're kind of drawing deep into these characters and seeing who they are, and they're not the only ones. It's like that we've seen a whole romantic thing with. We also get that a lot from from Matt Murdock and the Night Nurse.
Mm-hmm.
And there are also two people that have Claire. Yeah, it's like I know her name's Claire, but I couldn't remember her last name, so I just went with Night Nurse.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Just say Gonzalez. I'm sure it's right.
Either way.
She's not Mexican.
Well, she isn't.
Oh God, he actually said that. Yeah. But we also saw a lot of that from them. It's like the little kind of romantic tension between the two of them did seem. It seemed really good. It just seemed to kind of flow naturally from the situation that they found themselves in. Of course, in primarily episode 102, kind of growing from that. So it kind of made sense that these characters would be drawn toward each other, but also it makes sense that this is not something that is necessarily feasible.
Right, but it didn't feel like we had to watch it because it was just like, oh God, we're watching this whole hero can't be in love bullshit. But for Matt Murdock, it made a little bit more sense because he lives in Hell's Kitchen. Everyone lives in Hell's Kitchen. And I said this before him, but everyone's all connected. And
He doesn't have a problem with it. She does.
Are you sure? Because
Oh yeah.
Yes, I do. We're sure.
Yeah, for sure. We saw the episode. It was.
She goes, I can't fall in love with someone who's going to continue to put his life in danger. And then he goes, well, then don't.
right.
So he was down if she was down, but if she didn't want to be down, he wasn't complaining.
Yeah,
Right.
the man without fear is DTF. So
Right. But again, at the same time, it's like again, Hell's Kitchen is the main character in all of Daredevil, and again, Wilson Fisk and Daredevil were both born in Hell's Kitchen, so that was still interesting as well.
Yeah, and I'm also glad it's like they didn't go the whole route of her nagging him and trying to make him stop doing what he's doing. It's like I just want to be together. Why can't you just blah blah blah? I was like, no, she completely understands that
like
Daredevil.
Felicity.
I was gonna be like Laurel.
Not to mention any names or anything.
Right.
But yeah, it's like she recognized that what Matt is doing is something that the city desperately needs, but she just knows that there's something she can't be romantically attached to a person doing this. It's not like it's like fuck you, I never want to see you again or whatnot. It's like, yeah, when you get your ass kicked, I'll help you.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll patch you up.
Right.
Hey, she did all
There ain't gonna be no fucking tonight.
Right. Like we didn't get nothing. Like, oh.
Which is pretty fucking amusing considering that it looks like she's going to end up with another fucking hero. Like, I mean, she is going to be probably in Jessica Jones very briefly. She's probably going to be in Iron Fist very briefly, and then she's probably going to stop and hang out in fucking help me here,
Luke Cage. Luke
that-
Cage.
Thank you. Yeah, Luke Cage, basically, and start dating him.
I wouldn't say that now.
Isn't that who she ultimately hooks up with?
No. Luke Cage and Jessica Jones kind of have a thing.
Yeah, that's their whole main arc itself. So it's just them.
Oh, I don't harbor with any of that interracial shit.
Wow.
Oh, you don't like Jungle Fever?
Wow.
I'm of course kidding. I'm just jealous because the actress I have the hots for.
Wow, just like we did.
So much so that I'm forgetting her name right now.
Who, Rosario Dawson?
No.
No, Christian, the one you
Karen
blacklisted me for.
What's that?
Karen Page?
No.
Who are you talking about?
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones.
Oh, Kristen Ritter.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay.
How do you even love Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 22 so much?
Oh God, but getting back to Daredevil, so it's like we know William Fisk is not. We know William Fisk is not like. But we know Wilson Fisk is not really like DeAno said, not overly confident because he got other people on the board in the crime underworld. Got Madame Gao, Naboo, and so on and so forth. Even the Russians as well. And this is before the Russians and William Fisk had a big falling out. That it was an interesting circle because they all make perfectly good sense because they own the city. and now someone's messing up their own operations. They're looking at Wilson Fisk to take care of it. Like, Wilson Fisk, take care of it.
I just have one question for you, Isaiah. Naboo is in outer space. You mean Nobu?
Naboo, who gives a fuck?
You gotta be clear here, dude, because I'm thinking we're going into Star Wars land.
And?
Oh, Jesus.
Does anyone give a fuck?
Yeah, Isaiah doesn't care about silly things like accuracy, and he wonders why I don't let him write for Geeks of the Round that often.
Or does he?
Gee, I wonder. Yeah. You've had an article on Geeks of the Round that's been sitting there for 2 days. I haven't touched it.
Hey, because you don't want to touch the good shit. Good shit. It's the good shit, man. It's on that good shit.
Okay.
Anyways, back to the whole scenario before Leroy interrupted me. Thank you very much.
You need to be clear, dude.
Anyways, thank you.
Our viewers want accuracy, clearness, not.
And they all don't want to go back to Naboo.
Anyways, they want accuracy. It's just not watching.
Well, our viewers, except for Antonio, if he's watching.
Exactly. Antonio's a different story. Anyways, folks, we also learned more about the whole drug trade within Hell's Kitchen. It was actually really smart, too, how the Chinese used the Russians to transport the blind carriers who had the drugs to different facilities around Hell's Kitchen. And also, they had a symbol, too, which I'm surprised I just noticed until did some more research. That symbol was from the serpent, who was the serpent. Was it still a serpent? Whatever the case may be. It's Iron Fist is one of his main enemies. And that was his,
you didn't know that the second you saw it?
No, I had to do some research on it because it looked familiar. Like, wait, that looks so familiar.
Yeah.
So I had to do some research on it.
Yeah, it's like that was a very clear nod to Steel Serpent. Yeah, who of course is a pretty major Iron Fist villain.
Yeah, but we should. I hope the sad thing is we didn't learn more about Madame Gao. I wish I did. I wish we all did because she was very cool.
Yeah, it's like I don't think this is the last we'll see of Madame Gao.
Oh no, she's badass.
Yeah.
That old lady still got some mean chi.
No, it's called Crouching Tiger chi.
I mean, come on. When all the people, you're like, hey, you want a job? Yeah, you can do it with your eyes closed. I mean, that isn't quite what I'd expect.
Yeah, really, that's some fucking hardcore shit.
Yeah, it is.
Just blinding motherfuckers like that. That's
she
fucking
did
hardcore.
say that they chose to be blind.
That is true too, and she was very smart to choose the weak.
Yeah, they chose to be blind. I told them either I was going to blind them or I was going to tear them into little pieces and mail them back to their families.
Oh, okay.
All simultaneously.
Oh,
it's a choice.
Yeah.
It's like Sophie's choice.
If you choose not to choose, you still have made a choice.
Yeah, you're still gonna die, or you might go blind in death.
Yeah, I literally, anytime Isaiah talks now, all I hear is zzz, like I tune him out completely now.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I had no idea what he just said.
But speaking of like the Russian brothers, it's like those were kind of the main focal point of this little 3-story arc, not just with their interactions with Daredevil himself, but mainly with Fisk trying to get rid of them. It's like it's kind of funny. The whole thing started. It's like, I mean, just you see Wilson Fisk, man. It's like you don't never interrupt a fat man trying to eat. Okay?
Oh, no, not eat, but also
don't do that. Fat man eating dinner, leave him the fuck alone.
Wait, I missed that scene. Didn't they all have like punch and pie? Didn't they all hang out? Like Wilson Fisk and the Russian guys, they got along perfectly, right?
Oh no, but
Wilson Fisk did show one of them his car.
No, it reminds me of the X-Men animated series when was it Storm or Jubilee tried to interrupt the Blob eating ice cream?
I think that was Jubilee. Only Jubilee would do that.
So what you do? Tickle them with her fireworks?
No, but here's
no, he yelled, "You can't have any," and then beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, here's the funny thing behind the whole that one Russian interrupting Wilson Fisk and his date with Vanessa is that Wilson Fisk's dudes are all over the place. Like they had one table over there, one table over there. It's like there was no one who wasn't part of Wilson Fisk clique. It's like, oh, there's all my bodyguards all over around the place. So they said it made sure no one could sneak up on him. It was like,
and I'm sorry if I'm if I'm Vanessa and I'm on a date with this guy, and I come to find out that all the people around me, that all these innocents that are there and just having dinner with their family or whatever, are actually working for the fucking guy I'm on a date with, I'm sorry, that's gonna freak me the fuck out. I'm gonna say peace, see you later, never talk to me again, don't call.
Yeah,
but it's like in her case, like I mean, she seemed kind of down with all that. She brought a gun to the date. Okay,
that was
she was already ready to get down.
She was down.
Date number 2.
Right. Yeah, they probably had to throw that chair out when they were done.
But also, it shows you how powerful Wilson Fisk is. I mean, the Russians were powerful, and it was a good battle for Daredevil. But when Daredevil and Wilson Fisk got into it, like not in fisticuffs, but in mind games, it was just playing like who's gonna get like ahead of one another. It felt like Wilson Fisk had more upper hand. He had more men on his side. He had everyone, like the police department. He had everyone on his fucking side. Like, damn, who is not on his side?
Yeah, definitely. And it's like one of the things we could take away from that is like the both the interruption and Wilson's reaction to that interruption, because like the whole thing was he was just pissed about being embarrassed in front of his date. It's like it's just he's setting up this thing who he is and all of this, and that's kind of ruined. He didn't like that too much.
Okay, are you sure he didn't like it too much? He just pretty much loved it when someone interrupted him so much, though. He gave him a good gift of the car door. Here's the car door.
Yes. Him and the Russian be jamming. We jam.
Oh, that's right. Jamming to the beat.
He was there to grovel.
That was the joke.
There to grovel to him. So.
He's trying to fight back too. Like, okay, you're gonna fight back, have fun.
He went down fighting. He didn't go down like a bitch.
Well, he still did.
He lost his life, but at least he went back fighting.
Okay, describe
you gotta give him some props. Car door, his head was beautiful.
Oh no, I'm talking about
that
at
was
the restaurant.
Masterpiece.
When he went at the restaurant, he went there to like kind of make like, hey, we're still cool, right? Because Vladimir's the one that wouldn't go.
Right. And
yeah, but it
what
was just
is Isaiah laughing at?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Car door, brain. That's what he's like.
How Knuckles said it was like Vladimir, and he was groveling to like Kingpin.
It was.
It was funny. It was funny and cool.
He went in there. This Russian dude, throughout the whole series so far, straight hardcore wannabe, straight hardcore guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He walks up into that goddamn restaurant, straight bitch.
Right, like, oh my God, we can't defeat this mass vigilante. I need your help. Oh.
Then, fast forward 5 minutes, Kingpin beats his ass. Car door takes his head off.
I mean, it was
masterful. You gotta love it.
And also, it was very detailed too. It was very like a good cinematography, because you have to see the head itself getting smushed and being crushed by the car door. You just got to hear it and look at Wilson Fisk's reaction, the blood splatter. Like it was just.
I want to know what kind of fucking car that was, because that car took like no damage during any of that.
It's called a good equipped car.
It was a Suburban.
Like, I mean, that thing must have been armored like a motherfucker.
No, it was a Honda CR-V, because it throws whatever life throws it. It takes whatever life.
It takes whatever life throws at you.
Yeah. No, but you know who was priceless in that?
Take our advertising dollars now, Hyundai.
No, Honda, not Hyundai.
Whatever, Hyundai.
You have been not keeping up with Community, sir. You need to watch the newest episode of Community.
No one does.
There's so much shit that I'm behind on. It's gonna be a while.
Look, man, Wesley had the most priceless reaction in the truck.
He really did, though.
It was
like it wasn't even really a surprise to him. He's just like, yeah, that happened. Okay.
Right. But I like the character so much though. He was really cool. I don't know why, but he's like that character who support the bad guy, but you know his reason too, because they were like good friends, like brothers in a way. And it was like,
well, Wesley is really the only friend that Wilson Fisk has.
which it means a lot. I mean, it would really mean a lot for his character and for the viewers to understand that. So it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a shame. Oh fuck, I couldn't imagine how he would react if Wesley were to die.
I know, right?
Well, good thing Wesley's gonna live a long and happy life.
I know.
Fuck.
Yeah, they'll probably be, you know, in their 80s together, smoking stogies out on the front porch, watching the kids play. Yeah. Laughing about how that one time Wilson Fisk got pissed off at a motherfucker and caved in his head with the car door. You know,
I remember that. That was good times. Good times.
Caved in his head? No. Ripped the fucking head off.
And also looking at white walls. Yes, the white walls.
White, what? Oh, white. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with this particular point in the conversation. He just brought up a random story point that we haven't seen
It's not
yet.
random, but it makes sense though.
Is it in these 3 episodes?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's how we were introduced to Wilson Fisk. Remember, it was like when he's at the art gallery. Well, it's like, well,
Yeah, but they don't explain it, and it isn't. They don't explain.
Okay, I know
what
what you
that
mean.
means.
Yeah, they explain what it means. That's true.
But you don't have to explain it. It's just like, hey, look at the white wall. Look at that white painting. Huh.
Yeah, white wall, white painting, same thing.
It calms him down though. He says it calms him down, in a way.
Cricket.
Maybe he's racist
Cricket.
against walls.
No,
That would explain a lot.
no, he hates pretty much. He hates his own father.
It's like
Okay.
also as like in the course of these episodes, we kind of seen how deep Kingpin's control of things are, you know, really are, because his takeover of the Russians is in the course of these episodes absolute to the point where, I mean, how simultaneous explosions of all of the Russians' assets.
I mean, big ass explosions like.
Yeah, it's like I mean that's fucking deep.
No, I think what the ballsy thing was he did it.
Basically, he did it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, guy in the mask.
Right.
I mean, the guy in the mask, the guy who's never shown any sort of proclivity towards explosions before, never shown the ability to be in multiple places at once before, never shown any. You know what? It was him. He did it somehow.
Right.
He
But the
fucking
media-
yeah.
But it was
He
good though. 'Cause-
coordinated all this shit.
Yeah, but it was still good for Kingpin's part because he said, "Yeah, I can pretty much ruin your name. Just give me a media article who I don't own, and bada bing, bada boom."
Yeah, he actually said that. Now, one of the coolest things about these episodes to me is like happened in episode 106, Condemned, because while we haven't at this point seen Wilson Fisk and Daredevil face off against each other, they do have that conversation over the walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was kind of their first introduction to one another on any kind of level, and it was just so terse in that. See, the cool thing about this story to me is that it's not just because you have a good guy and a compelling bad guy. It's that you have two people who honestly believe that what they're doing is the right thing. Wilson Fisk doesn't see himself as the villain, not nearly at this point. He sees himself as the good guy, and so does, of course, Matt Murdock.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I really think. That's what I think makes it so interesting, because those are kind of my favorite kind of bad guys. The bad guys that are just, I'm evil and I'm going to take over and do evil things. Those are kind of boring to me. It's just it's not good enough.
Right.
There's nothing compelling there. It's like I don't think that any like real villain would actually see themselves as being the bad guy. They think that what they're doing is right. Their moral compass may be skewed, but they're doing what they think is right. And yes, I understand there are exceptions, Matt. See, Matt always does this shit to me, man.
Well, it doesn't count this time.
No, I'm sorry. There are not exceptions. There are a lot of fucking exceptions. I mean, you got fucking Thanos, Galactus, fucking the Joker. You've got a lot, fucking Killer Croc. You've got fucking almost every fucking Batman villain. Almost every single one thinks that knows that they're the bad guy.
And they're not compelling to me. It's like, these are the kind of villains I like. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, he's compelling.
That was my point. It's like, Matt seriously always says to me, well, no, because
I didn't say it in the hangout. I put it in the chat. You're the one who brought attention to it.
Yeah, I'm bringing attention to it. Yeah, my point is, like, I mean, these are the villains that I think are interesting. Like, others, like, I mean, Isaiah brought up Frieza, boring.
Yeah.
These aren't villains
you just called Knuckles Isaiah. You just called Knuckles Isaiah.
I typed it, but Isaiah said it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Face!
If he said it, it's because he was reading what Knuckles said, because that would constitute an original thought, and I'm not going to give it.
See, there you go. Because he wants to be hateful. He wants to be like a hater raid. He needs to stop saying that already.
Yeah, but villains like, this particular interpretation of Kingpin, and even villains, even people like Lex Luthor, for example. It's like those are the villains that are more interesting to me. The ones that think that what they're doing is the right thing. They think they're on the side of good.
That's actually a pretty good example to compare to Kingpin. Is Lex Luthor thinks that he's making the world better by killing off Superman. He thinks not because necessarily.
Not always though. Sometimes he's the comical bad guy, like in was it Superman 2 where he tried to blow up the West Coast?
No, Superman 1.
Okay. One of the early movies.
In any case, but yeah, it's a case where he wants us to learn to survive without a Superman. That he wants humanity to be better and to be able to survive without an alien enforcing his own laws. And that's how he sees it. He sees Superman enforcing his own rule.
And also Wilson Fisk was giving Matt Murdock a chance, like, hey, we can all let this be bygones if you just give me the Russian. It would be okay. It would all be cool. And, I mean, Matt Murdock didn't have to pretty much save the Russian. He didn't have to do nothing, but he needed the Russian to pretty much prove that Wilson Fisk is a real danger. He's the one who brings the boogeyman into sunlight. So it was like, no, I'm not going to do that. So it was really interesting. Really, really interesting.
And there was kind of the question of like in Batman Begins, I don't have to. I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you.
But that's
Matt Murdock chose to save him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I know he wanted to get information out of him, but he went to great fucking lengths to save this guy for information. I mean, huge fucking lengths.
And then they had a fight
at some point, you're going to be like, fuck that. I'm going to leave him here. Peace. I'll get the information somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like he went so far as to calling the person that the person that he's trying to save just kidnapped and tortured, saying it's like, yeah, I'm trying to save this guy's life. He's like, yeah, he kidnapped you and tortured you, but it's like we're going to save his life. That's going to be a thing.
Right, but
and even Night Nurse is like, you want me to help you save who? What the?
Right, but the key thing is that with all the villains within Daredevil's universe, we always get the other side of point of view. Like with the Russian and Daredevil, they had a really good conversation after the whole big splat with one another, but their goals were the same thing: to take down Wilson Fisk. And when the last moment for the Russian, he actually helped out Daredevil. It was like, wow, really? He didn't really have to, but he wanted to, and pretty much he was going to die anyways. And it was really interesting, too, that he wasn't always the bad guy. He was a bad guy, but he has his reasons why. And so it all makes perfect sense and why he became who he is. I like that a lot.
Well, there's actually a lot of, it's like, especially in Wilson Fisk's case, that it's like I'm actually kind of curious about. He's got all these resources, he's got all these men and all of this money. Where in the fuck did that come from? I really hope that's something that, because like spoilers for those of you watching this who have not seen the rest of this season yet, all four of you. But yeah, that's not something that ever gets around to being explained. We do see a little bit more of Wilson Fisk's history at some point, but it's not the part that's like, where did all of this money and shit come from?
Well, there is one good explanation. He has rich relatives on the other side when he was young.
Okay,
Well,
I was thinking more from sane people.
I mean, as you guys brought up earlier, he worked for that mobster guy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not because he had rich fucking parents.
No, not parents, but relatives. Not parents, relatives.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he did. No, really, he did.
No, actually, he didn't.
He did.
In any case, I'm going to guess that he ended up putting that money together from working with what's-his-face, whose name none of us are remembering.
That well.
Mm-hmm.
Rigoletto.
Yes, Rigoletto.
Thank you, Wikipedia.
Oh, God, that took us forever.
Apparently, and this is probably the case, and this is straight from Wikipedia, but this is for the comic. Fisk became Don Rigoletto's bodyguard and right-hand man. Eventually, Fisk killed Don Rigoletto and took control of his criminal empire, becoming one of the most powerful figures in the New York's underworld. I'm assuming that that's probably the same case here?
Yeah, it is. It pretty much is.
You just said it was his family,
That's different. That's way different.
Yeah. No, it's not way different. It's like
it is different.
Now it's like Isaiah's completely making up a character's history, and absolutely no interpretation of Wilson Fisk in any media whatsoever has Wilson Fisk been anything but a poor, impoverished kid who pulled himself up and made shit happen. There was no magical rich family.
No, it's just. Remember, he had to live with his.
There never was.
He had to live with his aunts and uncles in a different country, which that did happen.
All right. So on a slightly separate note, Matthew Moore, if that's my name, if you are my rich family and you're looking to give me money, you can find me here at Geeks the Round. I'm just waiting for my rich family to show up. I'm 40 years old now. It's about fucking time you showed up.
Oh God, it's kind of too late then.
I mean, we all have a rich family to help us out, right? That's how it works. That's how American media tells us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit more of his backstories. Like I think that would be interesting in and of itself. The gangs that he started and coming up and how he hid the money in the legitimate businesses and such. It's like first one actually knows Wilson Fisk's history, and like Isaiah, who thinks that rich family members fall out of the fucking sky.
Hey,
I can't even believe you said that. It's like I expect your knowledge to be. I expect your common knowledge to be high enough to never even say any dumb shit like that.
Hey, it has happened before.
To be fair to Isaiah, Mitt Romney's advice for kids that wanted to go to college and couldn't afford it was to borrow it from their parents.
Yes, it was. I remember that specifically.
I remember that shit too. I was like, oh man, I was like.
I was trying to remember I was actually trying to remember who it was that said that, but Knuckles pulled it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sell one of your horses.
Yeah, exactly.
Or your cars.
Or I mean, seriously, do you need 3 Lambos? I mean, just sell one of them.
No, not the Lambos. I mean, just sell a couple of Porsches. You can always buy more Porsches. I mean, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, and of course you're not going to do that yourself. You're going to send one of your servants to go do it. No, you should handle that stuff. Yeah, it totally is. That shit was funny. It's like so completely out of touch. It's like, wow. Just wow. But does anyone else have anything major that they wanted to say about these 3 episodes?
Oh yes.
Well, we didn't even talk about what Karen was doing though.
Oh yeah.
She was she started working with Ben, the reporter, throughout these 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, Did anyone meet Ben and Dot and think, you know what? Ben's gonna survive this series.
I thought.
I kind of hoped he did because he was cool. I liked him.
I was really hoping he would, but he was the only major black dude.
Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But I did like Ben. Ben was really cool, though. He was super, super cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of anyone that I expected to die that didn't, and I can't think of one.
Was like I totally thought Kingpin was gonna die.
Right.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Really?
No,
Come on now.
Not really, you idiot.
He's joking.
Come on. Come on.
Of course not.
You can't kill the fat bastard.
Now, the Kingpin from the movie, you can kill that fucking Kingpin because, you know, he was black.
Unfortunately, yes. He's black and he died. Sadly.
Yes.
I actually liked him in that movie.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
I liked him too.
Yeah, it was probably the best part of the movie, actually.
Yeah, it was.
What? You didn't like Bullseye?
He was the only
Bullseye.
redeeming characteristic of that movie.
Yes,
I
the only
still say
person.
Ben Affleck's acting was not bad. It was the writing that was bad.
Oh yeah, it's like yeah. I give Ben Affleck a lot of shit, but he knows his craft. He is a good actor when he's given material good enough to work with. That's why it's like, despite my joking initial reaction from Ben Affleck being Batman, if the script is good, I'm honestly not worried about it. I think he can totally pull it off. I really do.
But let me see. We ended up having that storyline. They're trying to save this woman's home, this building of which has been like terrorized and destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And so what do? They're like, oh, let's help you clean up.
Well, that's Foggy's idea, which is not that bad.
Yeah.
Well, she was living with that power, so he wanted to.
Yeah, so.
Without power, without water, Foggy's like, oh, I got a cousin who can fix these walls, and I also got a cousin who can fix the electricity.
Yeah.
He knows a lot of people.
Just, let's roll up my sleeves and fix it.
I know this is going to sound strange, Lou. Might I ask, where do you currently live?
Where do I currently live?
Yes.
In Florida.
In Florida? Are you in a major, urban area in Florida? Because I can tell you, when I lived in Long Beach, and basically anytime I lived in an urban area, I knew someone who did everything. Everything. I had a guy who had a guy.
Dude. My
I lived in Long Beach. I lived in Long Beach, and I did not know anyone like that.
Yeah, but you weren't friends with the brothers.
Yeah, I was.
Were you?
Yeah,
Okay.
more so than you were.
Bullshit.
Oh, wow. We're going to debate who had
Bullshit.
more friends with the brothers than anyone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear God. Here we go.
I had way more black friends than Matt.
I can believe that, though.
In any case, this will be a conversation we should have on Sunday. We should have this conversation on Sunday. In any case,
Well, who has more black friends?
What's that?
Who has more black friends?
Yes, who has more black friends? Because I'm going back to Southern California to have for a party for a black friend.
Have fun.
Okay.
And I'm getting there. I'm getting a ride with another black friend.
Who you did not speak to for years before this.
Damn.
Who I did not speak to for years before this because I accused him of ripping me off and he forgave me.
Because you were racist.
Wow, he took my own words. Damn.
In any case.
His shit went missing. His first immediate reaction was to blame the black man.
I'm sorry, but the black man was not the only
up.
guy I fucking blamed. I also blamed his very large white friend. I blamed them both. Thank you very much.
What did they take from you?
$200, but they didn't actually take it from me.
Yeah.
No, did you find out who actually took your money?
Eventually, yeah, a little fucking kid broke into my apartment.
Wow, was he black too?
I never saw the kid, so I don't know. I only heard him from the wall.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
In any case, yeah, oftentimes, you know a lot of people. I mean, fuck, just through my sister alone, I could find you just about any person out there that you need. You need someone to fix your fucking plumbing, I'll find someone like that. Like, anything.
I know. My family is like that. So
So is mine.
yes, I in my neighborhood, it's somewhat urban. When I lived in Miami, more urban. I went to the beautiful known urban school, so my whole life was surrounded by urban people.
In other words, black people.
Urban people.
It could be black. It could also be Mexican. It could be a lot of things.
Not the Mexicans.
Urban means black. Let's be real on this shit.
Black is Big Knight. Blacker than Charlie Murphy.
We get drastically off topic here. It's like, does anyone else have anything to say about these 3 episodes?
I can say that most of my friends were of the other side.
Again.
Well, what we were talking about is how Foggy just seemed to know, like, somebody to fix the electricity, knew somebody to fix the water, knew somebody to fix this and that. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Also,
if you go around in a place like Hell's Kitchen, you probably know somebody.
This is true.
Definitely.
Like Cheers, everyone knows your name.
Can I
don't
block
know
him?
about all that.
Hey, that's a good one. Okay, that's a good one.
Like you...
Anyways, I also have another one as well. I hope I don't forget it. Oh yes, when Matt was Foggy was actually getting worried about Matt Murdock, that is, his own well-being, because there's a big explosion that happens in Hell's Kitchen. He was very worried. He called his phone multiple times. And that kind of builds up as well. The worry and pretty much concern over Matt Murdock, because he is blind.
Dude, to your point there, when Foggy was standing by that window, that shit was funny as fuck. Homeboy went flying like a motherfucker.
Oh, that's true, too. That was funny.
That he did.
Because, overall, that was really good building there. A little small, but leading to another good episode. We'll wait for that later on, but where Foggy keeps on getting concerned about Matt's disappearance and pretty much he doesn't answer his phone. He comes in the office with strange bruises. Like, dude, when have you been into a fight? Oh, no, I just fell out of bed.
Honestly, if I was Matt, I would have been like, dude, I didn't feel like answering your call.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I was having sex with a girl. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm sorry I didn't answer the phone.
You know, my phone's ringing and all I hear, it's Foggy, it's Foggy, it's Foggy, it's Foggy.
Yeah, was kind of ruining the mood, to be honest with you.
Or the other one, Karen. What the fuck? Stop blowing my shit up.
That doesn't ruin the mood as much.
That doesn't ruin the mood.
That doesn't ruin my mood at all.
Like, nah, I love some Karen.
How you doing, baby?
Like, what's up? What you doing next? Okay, you're doing something.
Or showing up to my house.
Yeah. Why don't you just, why don't you just come over in about 10 minutes?
Right. But
join the festivities. If you smell what I'm cooking.
And also, when Daredevil was facing off, again, the force of Wilson Fisk, it comes like a losing battle at times. You know, like he's facing all these odds. Like, how in the hell he's going to stop Wilson Fisk? Because he just has so much power. And it kind of gets overwhelming. It just becomes more interesting to watch more what's going to happen as the time goes on. Because that's a good television show. Where you know the hero's pretty much stacked up against all the odds and it's pretty much proven that he has no way of getting out as time goes on. This is really cool to watch.
Isaiah, I just have to ask. Listen to Leam the Truth.
Mm-hmm.
What is Leam?
Hey, it's for you to know.
No, his picture just isn't good enough for you to tell that the R and the N are separate.
Ah, okay.
So he actually does have it spelled right. It's just really, it's just not the best picture.
So his R's, it looked like it was an M.
Oh, and see, there you go, people. They're always trying to blame me for something. I'm not OJ. I am not OJ.
I just fucking defended you. Shut the fuck up.
I know. Thank you very much, Johnny Cochran.
If the brain don't fit, it's probably Isaiah's.
There you go, folks. See, they're trying to think I'm OJ. I am not OJ. I do not play football. I am terrible at football.
Really, Johnny Cochran? You couldn't come with, like, Rob Kardashian?
God,
Rob Kardashian?
He was
white. You mean that one guy who wants to be a woman? That guy?
No, that's Bruce Jenner. You fuck.
How am I supposed to know? I don't keep up with these motherfuckers.
Something else that's been interesting to watch in Daredevil is the seemingly budding romance between Foggy and Karen.
Oh yes, I
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
that shit ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna happen.
Romance.
You
What
sure?
romance?
No,
Oh come
ain't
on.
gonna fucking happen.
It was interesting.
No, trust me, I've been part of this triangle enough times in real life.
I don't see
know
the
how it
triangle. I
works
really
out.
don't see the triangle.
There's the geek, there's the cool guy, and then there's the girl. Even if she's all like, yeah, I kind of am into geeky guys, she doesn't end up with the geeky
Well,
guy. Sorry,
this
it
is the
doesn't
thing.
happen.
But this is the thing I'm actually
Trust me,
kind of.
been there, done that.
Well, this is the thing I keep on missing the point. When Lua said it's a triangle, I don't see a triangle. I like to. Where's the triangle at? No, really, I don't see it.
It's.
You haven't seen a lot of triangles, Isaiah.
I know.
I don't think you could point out a triangle like in a diagram.
Hey, I'm saying.
Isaiah.
To be fair to Isaiah's point, I actually kind of agree with him a little bit. Your traditional love triangle is like in this case, you have the girl and she has feelings for both guys, and both guys have feelings for her. Foggy has feelings for Karen. I cannot say that for Matt.
No, I think Matt is just kind of like.
I think
He's playing aloof. He's all like kicking back, like just waiting for her to come to him. But like, I totally think he wants to hit that.
It's more like an obtuse angle.
I don't really see that at all. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't see that at this point either. It's like, I mean, later on in the season, yeah.
Isaiah, you don't see anything.
No, seriously, I don't really see it. I really do not see how.
No, Isaiah, you don't see anything because you wear sunglasses at night.
That's the point. You ever heard the song, I wear sunglasses at night? I want my sunglasses. Anyways.
No, you're just trying to mimic Matt too much.
Which Matt are we talking about? The cool Matt or the...
It has to be Murdoch. I'm not wearing fucking glasses, you stupid idiot.
Okay, there's one Matt and there's one Matt who's super drunk. There's two different types of Matts.
He just clarified it for you.
No, he didn't.
You fucking didn't.
No, he didn't. There's two M's, he said. Two M's. It was Matt Murdoch and there's Matt Moore.
One fights crime.
Can
the other
somebody
fights...
just put the black box on him?
No, one fights crime. The other fights indigestion.
No, one fights pretty much liver problems.
Yeah. For the record, laughing at what Knuckles said, wasn't even listening to what Isaiah said.
Yeah,
Stop
I was
lying,
going to
stop
say, like,
lying.
one fights crime, one fights, yeast.
Alcoholism. So, yeah. It's hard to tell.
Pretty easy, actually.
Okay, we're going to break it down for you again, Isaiah. Matt
Oh,
clearly
here we go.
said the one who wears glasses. Because he doesn't wear glasses. So
Are you
that's
sure?
telling...
He can always wear glasses at any time without us knowing it. That is always true.
And he specifically said, at night. Key word, at night.
So we're just gonna move on. Hey Matt, you can start wearing glasses at any time. No one knows.
I think I will. I think that I'm now Matt Murdoch. Oh my god. I'm Daredevil.
See, I was right, folks. You got to be more specific. There's two types of Daredevil.
Wait. That's now I'm only half of Daredevil.
Oh yeah.
You're pretty much handicapped now.
Yes. And there we go.
You're not Fury now.
Now I'm
Yeah,
Nick
yes.
Fury. Now I'm White Nick Fury.
No,
The
you're
original Nick Fury.
Snake. You're Snake from Escape from New York.
He's David Hasselhoff.
Oh fuck you.
Oh God, that's terrible. No, stick with Snake. I'll stick with Snake.
I actually forgot about that fucking horrible Nick Fury movie.
I don't
I've
remember.
never seen it.
I don't
Thank
remember.
you very much.
I never seen it, but I do remember he played Nick Fury.
You got to see it, and I was just you viewers as well. It's like, I mean, to understand it was not a good movie by any stretch of the imagination, and it wasn't even like so bad it's good. It was just so much of an embarrassment. Just pop a few beers, get a few of your friends together, and just fucking Mystery Science Theater that shit.
Yeah, but pretty much stick with the black guy. It's better when it's black.
Yeah,
Moving on.
no, he's right. It's better when it's black. Oh look, his thumbnail's blacked out. It is better.
Yeah, then let's put him
How
on.
about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Isaiah was right. That is a lot better. I'm okay with this.
And it's totally camouflaged too, because he's black and the frame's black, and you can barely tell he's there.
Yeah, just the way I like him. Good Lord.
See, folks, I was right again.
Okay, with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this particular episode of the discussion vidcast for Daredevil. We still have 3 more episodes of these to do. We're going to do, of course, the next 3 episodes, the next 3, and then the finale will have its own episode. Geeks It Around will be with you every single step of the way at youtube.com/geeksitaround. If you have anything for us, you can always email us, geeksitaround@gmail.com, or you can give us a call and leave us a voicemail. The number is 801-609-GOTR. Again, that is 801-609-4687. And as always, we invite and implore you to join in the Geeks It Around community on Google+. You will find the link for that down in the description for this video, right underneath that like button. Until next week, my name is DeAno Jackson. This has been the discussion for Daredevil episodes 104 through 106, and we will see you next week when things on the show start to get a little bit mystical. See you then.
Bye-bye.